In a kingdom where the sunsets painted the sky in hues of crimson and gold, there lived a princess named Claudia. She was a striking figure, with hair as red as molten lava and eyes that flickered like the heart of a roaring fire. But while her beauty was undeniable, there was something about Claudia that filled the villagers with dread. Beneath her delicate appearance lay a magic that was as wild and unpredictable as a raging inferno. Claudia's power was tied to her emotions, and the more she felt, the stronger the magic became. She did not know how to control it, and every tear that fell from her fiery eyes brought disaster to the kingdom. When Claudia was just a child, she once wept at the sight of a wilting flower. The single tear that escaped her eye blazed through the ground, setting the nearby fields ablaze. The villagers rushed to put out the fire, but it was too late. Their crops were reduced to ashes. On another occasion, a disagreement with her father over a lost toy sent her into a fit of tears. The streams that nourished the land dried up, and the once lush riverbanks turned to dust. The kingdom was plunged into drought, the land cracked and barren, all because of the uncontrollable magic that resided within the princess. But the worst was yet to come. One fateful day, Claudia wandered into the village to witness a festival. The villagers, fearful of her presence, kept their distance, whispering about the disasters she had caused. The isolation and loneliness overwhelmed her, and before she could stop it, tears began to roll down her cheeks. The ground beneath her feet smoldered and burned, spreading quickly to the nearby homes. The once joyous festival turned into chaos as the villagers fled from the flames that threatened to consume everything in their path. Seeing the destruction she had caused broke Claudia's heart, but even that sorrow only fueled the fire. The kingdom's crops withered, rivers dried to mere trickles, and the once thriving kingdom began to starve. Claudia, burdened by guilt, locked herself away in the castle, too afraid to face her own uncontrollable magic. But hope arrived in the form of an old woman named Esme, a sorceress known for her wisdom and mastery of the ancient arts. Hearing of the princess's plight, Esme traveled to the castle and offered to help Claudia control her powers. At first, Claudia was hesitant. How could she ever learn to tame the fire within her? But Esme's gentle words and unwavering belief gave her courage. Esme took Claudia deep into the forest, where the air was cool and the earth untouched by the princess's flames. There, beneath the shade of ancient trees, Claudia began her training. The old woman taught her to find balance in her emotions, to focus on the warmth of her heart rather than the heat of her sorrow. She learned to channel her magic into her hair and eyes, making them glow with a gentle warmth instead of a fierce blaze. Over time, Claudia's fiery tears became a source of life rather than destruction. She returned to her kingdom with newfound confidence, her presence no longer a cause for fear. She brought rain to the drought-stricken lands, healing the soil and restoring the rivers. The villagers, once afraid to even look her way, now sought her help, knowing that Princess Claudia's magic had become a force for good. With her fiery red hair cascading down her back like a river of flame, and her once blazing eyes now glowing with warmth, Claudia became the kingdom's protector. The girl who had once caused destruction with her tears had learned to use her power to bring life and hope to her people. And in doing so, she proved that even the fiercest fire can be tamed with the right guidance and a kind,